Shabby Uganda e-learning is your channel. I welcome you here. My name is Nelson Bitswamba. Okay. This is my telephone number. Our email elearning@shareability.net. In today's video, shall be looking at multiplication of fractions. Okay, we shall be looking at multiplication of what? Of fraction. That is a topic under what? Under fractions. And we shall be able to see when you are given a fraction in the statement as a group, how do we deal with them, or how do we solve such a problems. Okay, let's have a look at on how these numbers looks like. They can give you a number and say multiply 1 out of 2 times 1 out of 4. Okay, so we can see when given such a numbers, you can be able to solve them using very many methods. One, you have to first look out the denominators. Are they the same or they are not the same? With multiplication, it doesn't matter about the denominators, or they are the same or they are not the same. It is just a total what? Total multiplication. For example, here we have been given our what? Our numbers here. We have been given our 1 times 1 out of 2 times 1 out of 4. Okay, this is 1 out of what? 1 out of 4. So you can multiply our denominators at the same. You can also multiply our numerators at the what? At the same. So our answer here shall be equal to, what is 1 times 1? Our answer is going to be 1. Okay. So divided by, what is 2 times 4? Our answer is going to be 8. So this is the answer that they got. Also, we have another number which is 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 times our 2 out of 3. So you can see that is a fraction also. That is a fraction which is given. We also have to multiply it, but by so doing that, we can be able to use all our methods that we have learned through all the process or the other recent videos. We can see here we have a 3 times 3. We shall be able to get, what is 3 times 3? We shall be able to get our 9 times, what is 3 times 4? We shall be able to get our 12. Okay, so here we just, in multiplication, we just get direct multiplication. Multiply the numerator by the numerator, the denominator by the denominator, you can be able to get the answer. Okay, so here, okay, you can see here they got a different answer. What is the problem? Yes, we can see here they had a 2. This was a 2. Okay, this was a 2. This was a 2. Let me remove it and make it right. Okay. Okay, that is good. 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 Okay. So here was a 2. Okay, it's the one which was multiplied. So you can see when you multiply this time with this, you get a 6. So this is the answer they got. So there is also another one. They say multiply for 1 out of 4 of 3. 1 out of 4 of 3. 1 out of 4 of 3. When they talk of the word of, they mean multiplication. Okay, it should not confuse anyone. They mean what? They mean multiplication. So this is the same as 1 out of 4 times 1 out of 3. So here we shall be able to get our answer as 1 out of 12. Okay. Then there is also, they are saying 1 out of 10 of that. That means shall be having our 1 out of 10 times times 5 out of 8. Okay, 5 out of what? 5 out of 8. So you shall be able to come up with the answer, which is 5 out of, what is 8 times 0? 8 times 0 get 0. 8 times 1 we get 8. So this is going to be 5 out of 80. Okay, then we also had this 1 out of this as this. Okay, so we can see we have been able to get the same answers here. They got this 1 out of 12, which is here, and they got 1 out of 10, which is 5 out of 80, which is here. Okay, so we have been able to solve these numbers when they talk of their meaning multiplication. Right, let's proceed down to another example. Okay, here they are saying what is 3 out of 2 of 100. They want us to solve 3. We have two numbers here. What is 3 out of 2 of 100? What is a quarter of 20? Okay, let's start with the one, then the first one, which is 3 out of 2. 3 out of 2 of 100. We said of means multiplication. So here I shall be able to say this is 100. Okay, this is 100. Okay, you can see here they have given us a number, which this is a whole number, which is not a fraction, but they want us to do some multiplication, right? So we said we can also give this one a fraction. We can make this one a fraction, or we can make this one a fraction. 100, because 100 is not a fraction, we can make it a fraction. Then we direct multiply. Okay, or we can make use this one as a common factor. When you say if a 2 can divide this, okay, if you can divide 100 and it goes in this, then you can also use it. So here you can say divide by 2, which is 1. When 100 divided by 2, okay, 100 divided by 2 shall be able to get 50, not so? Right. So there we shall be able to get our answer here as 3 times 50. Okay, 3 times 50. Then our answer here shall be equal to, what is 3 times 50? 3 times 50. It simply means 3 times 5, which is 15. Okay, 15 plus this is 0. Okay, you get 150. Okay, so similarly you can also say 3 out of 2, okay, times 100 times 100. Okay, this is 100, please. You also can divide this by 1 to make it a fraction. Then you get 3. 3 times 100, which is 300. So we are saying this is equal to 3 times 100, which is 100. And you divide it by what is 2 times 1? Shall divide it by 2. Okay. So we shall be able to come up with the same answer here, which is 150. Okay, so you can see all these methods comes up with the same the same answer. Okay, let's look at another number. They are saying what is a quarter of 20. Here you should be knowing what do they mean when they talk about a quarter. Okay, we looked at how we can name this fraction in words. So when they say a quarter, okay, not going to write the whole of it. A quarter means 1 out of 4. Okay, when they talk about a half, means 1 out of 2, in that way. So when they talked about a quarter of 20, that means We said of means multiplication. So here we shall be able to come up with this answer. So when you make this one a fraction, divide by 1, we shall be able to come up with our 20 divided by 4. Okay, when you say 20 divided by 4, our answer here shall be equal to, what is 20 divided by 4? Get 5. Okay, get our 5. So this is going to be our what? Our answer. So in simple terms, that's how we do deal with the multiplication of what? Of fraction. For this, I do say thank you very much for watching, and be able to check out on our playlist for the misty lessons, and please subscribe in order to get the upcoming lessons of all subjects. God bless you so much. Have a good moment.